Asia is not equals Asia. Asia is so diverse and so deeply complex that it's really hard to wrap our minds around the different cultures, ethnicities, and also different mindsets. So let's jump across to Japan and meet inspiring Saki Honda, yeah? Co-founder and chief visionary officer at B2B Makers. Between technological progress and preserving the Japanese spirit, she has launched a Web3 DAO platform pioneering innovative ways of working. Saki, konnichiwa. Welcome.
こんにちは。Hi everyone. Thank you for welcoming me today. I'm Saki, co-founder and chief visionary officer of a Japanese startup. Today, I want to introduce a new way of working through the Web3 platform called Idea Flow Bank. First, I want you to watch a video about Idea Flow Bank. And then I'm going to give you a speech about our vision.
Why do we work? Traditionally, most people work to earn a living, that is, to make money. However, the meaning of work is evolving. It's becoming a way to achieve well-being. At this point in human history, we're shifting from doing what we need to do to engaging in work that we want to do and creating value as we see fit. To catalyze this transformation from working merely to survive to creating for well-being, we have launched a new DAO, Decentralized Autonomous Organization platform called Idea Flow Bank. Idea Flow Bank is a DAO built on blockchain technology. Our goal is to bring the concept of Idea Flow Bank into the real world by focusing on three key elements: creating new spaces that serve as alternatives to traditional companies, connecting individuals to form collaborative teams, facilitating team building without a central figure, enabling everyone to connect on an equal footing. Developed on Cardano, a blockchain known for its emphasis on trust and reliability, Idea Flow Bank has also introduced its own token called IFB. Several projects are currently under pilot testing, demonstrating the practical applications of our platform. Moreover, we're progressing and establishing a service to share the diverse expertise gained from these projects. Recognizing that the concept of a DAO is still new to many, we are developing a simulation game to give newcomers a hands-on experience of what it's like to participate in a DAO. Let's embrace this changing world with enthusiasm. Join us in building a better future together.
Thank you so much. Now I will give you a speech. Before I tell you about my vision, I want to share a personal story about my family. My mother's brother, in other words, my uncle, passed away at the age of 24 before I was born. He committed suicide. The trigger for this was job hunting. In Japan, when students become third-year university students, they dress in matching recruitment suits and attend company interviews. Formally, job hunting starts in the fourth year, but everyone begins the process in the third year. By the time they reach the fourth year, interviews with the most popular companies are already over. There is a significant difference in lifetime earnings between permanent and temporary employees. Therefore, for Japanese students, job hunting is a decisive factor that greatly influences their lives. My uncle struggled through this uniquely Japanese job hunting process and eventually ended up taking his own life. 30 years later, it was my turn to stumble through job hunting. everything has stayed the same in the Japanese job hunting process. As a third-year university student, I participated in a 3-week internship. It was a world where speed, efficiency, competition, and overwhelming growth were emphasized above all. Every day was very tough, and I cried when I came home from work. I sat on a bench in a dark park, crying in my dark recruitment suit, while my boyfriend, now husband, came to pick me up, worried. I kept wondering why I was the only one suffering so much. I convinced myself it was because I was a weak, incompetent person. I was so scared of the subsequent job hunting that I could only manage to attend 1 or 2 interviews. Every morning, I woke up feeling a heaviness and shortness of breath. I spent the entire day in vague anxiety, wondering what would happen if I couldn't find a job. Just because of job hunting. I feared someone would laugh at me for saying that, so I couldn't tell anyone about this suffocating feeling. Ultimately, to escape job hunting, I studied abroad in Germany during my 4th year of university. The suffocating feeling disappeared, but one day, I suddenly found myself unable to read, which had been my emotional support throughout my life. I called my mother in Japan and cried. She said, "If it's that painful, you don't have to get a job." Those words saved me. After returning to Japan, I graduated without securing a job and got married. My university was renowned in Japan, and all my classmates got jobs at prestigious companies. I kept wondering every day what I was doing compared to them. I felt like I was always on shaky ground, even though I was walking on solid ground. One night, after my husband fell asleep, I opened the window of our 3rd floor room and tried to grab the sky. That's how real death was, standing right next to me. My uncle approached death when he was laughed at turned away at a company he visited, right after the formal job hunting period had started. You may have thought, just because of that. I heard from my aunt that before my uncle died, he shouted, "This society is a scam." When I heard that, I cried because I felt the same way. Companies discuss social contribution while pursuing efficiency and competition. Despite being taught the importance of individuality in school, when it's time to enter society, students all dress in identical recruitment suits. I couldn't overlook these contradictions and hypocrisies in society. Overlooking them and getting a job was synonymous with killing myself. If that was the case, I felt it was better to take my own life. Perhaps my uncle felt the same way. There are people, though a minority, who sharply perceive these societal contradictions and possess the sensitivity to notice them. They have the power to raise objections and change society by saying, "This society is wrong." My uncle raised such an objection, but sadly took his own life shortly after. But I am still alive, standing right before you. So I want to object here on my uncle's behalf. This society is wrong. Why? did my uncle, who had the potential to change society, have to end his life? Why must people with unique personalities and strengths be crushed and flattened by the rusty giant gears just because they are not accepted as they are? Wouldn't it be better to create a society where everyone can contribute? Idea Flow Bank is still a newborn. However, this chick will continue to grow. If you too can see the importance of providing an alternative to the rigid and uniform working conditions that hurt so many, join us. Let's unite across nationalities, ages, and genders to create a diverse society in which everyone can live more freely and easily. Thank you for listening. Vielen Dank.
도움ありがとうございました. So, I still want to take a moment for just a deep breather. This was very touching, and I just want to use this moment as a reminder that it's all about us, it's about you, it's about your neighbor, it's about being here, it's about being present. And if anybody feels touched or triggered or moved by this, reach out, speak, talk, connect. Connect to the ones closest to you. And don't waste time. Do it now. Do it whenever you have the need and the urge. Yeah, I just wanted to say that as a little moment of appreciation. So back to people, and we're talking about us, and it's back to building future talent, and talking also about future